I just ask one? So September is Child Cancer Awareness Month.
I'm
All
supposed
right.
to have this one, right?
Yeah, sure. Still.
It's Smooth 98.1. Love music, love life. Thank you very much for staying tuned here on your smoothest dial on radio. After such an intense, freshly pressed 981, I wish I could tell you that it's about to get lighter, but we're about to get into even more, deeper conversation,
Yeah.
but very instructive. We believe it's one that you should listen to. We believe it would be educational for you, and even if it doesn't directly affect you, you might know someone that you could be of help to. So this is information for the next few minutes that we would like to offer. This morning we have a Lagos Talks 91 special, so it means that we're not going to be looking at the headlines. We are rather going to be focusing on a particular subject. We will still open the phone lines as well as take comments, but with regards to this topic in itself.
Yes.
Before I let the cat out of the bag, which Val had already done during freshly pressed, but before I talk about the conversation we'll be having, this is how you can be a part of the show. We're streaming live right now on YouTube. So because it's a special, we're live on YouTube, Smooth 981 FM Lagos.
All right, and you can send messages as always through WhatsApp. That number is 0809 444 0981.
And you can call when we open the phone lines. The number to call is 0144899981. September is Child Cancer Awareness Month. And today we're going to be focusing on that and breaking it down, just explaining, talking about some of the types of child cancers that we have. We'll be also looking at the symptoms, how to identify, and we will open the phone lines to get you to ask questions to our very special guest this morning. Talking about our guest, we have Dr. Adedayo Joseph, who is a clinical radiation oncologist, NSIA Luth Cancer Center, and also the founder of the Dorcas Cancer Foundation. Good morning,
Welcome.
Dr. Adedayo. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Excellent.
Please say that again.
I said good morning. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
All right, excellent. Thank you. Now, on the Smooth Breakfast Show, we've had the privilege of hosting the Dorcas Foundation, Dorcas Cancer Foundation, a number of times. And before we even go into the conversation, I want to just say kudos and well done on the fantastic work you're doing in terms of awareness raising, supporting families who have children with cancer. Thank you very much for the work you're doing. We don't often get to see you. So when we do have the opportunity, we must say, well done and thank you for the work you're doing. Now,
Thank you for the kind words.
Thank you. Well done. So we shared a little joke earlier where you called us superstars, but I think you're the superstar.
absolutely,
Doing
you
so
are
much great
the
work.
hero.
And I hope
Absolutely.
you loved the video for last weekend.
Oh, it was very nice. It was very nice.
Thank you. I think we should start from a statistical perspective. Let's understand how wide the presence of child cancers, or how many child cancer cases we have in Nigeria. Just to have an idea.
Thank you. So, you see, this has become one of my favorite questions to answer because I think it's important for us to hear these numbers. One of the things I'm going to start with is to say that, first of all, it is grossly underdiagnosed because we're getting numbers from the urban centers, from Abuja, from Lagos, but what is happening in some of those states where there's even no awareness, there's nobody taking data? You know what I mean? So I'm not even going to talk about the numbers of cases we see in Nigeria because we know that what we have is not accurate. More important to talk about when it comes to numbers is that in countries like the US and in places in Europe, you have survival rates of 90%, for many of these childhood cancers. For that same cancer in Nigeria, you're having a survival rate of 30%. I think that there is no number that is more representative of the problem than that.
All right, thank you very much for painting that picture. Unfortunately, I have to say this, every year we have this same response when we talk about statistics, that we don't have a true picture of what's going on. Why would you think that is the case? Are there organizations? Is it that we don't have enough organizations who are willing to go into this, or perhaps funding is not adequate to conduct a proper survey, proper research into this?
Funding definitely isn't adequate. And one of the things I would be honest to say is that that's not unique to Nigeria. In any country that you go to, you will find that funding, especially when it comes to childhood cancers, is not adequate. But the thing is, there's a lot of advocacy effort going on, and now more attention is being paid, especially because we now know, or we've known for some time, but now we're making it clear to these policymakers that these children can survive. People used to think that a child cancer, there's just no hope here. So it comes as a surprise to them when you tell them actually it's the opposite. They are very likely to survive if they get treatment. So we need to put more effort into data collection, and how that happens is through grants, through government sponsorship. You Because the truth is that I keep telling people you can't. The government isn't going to take the data for us. We are the ones that are going to collect the data and present it. But you need support to do that data collection.
Absolutely. Thank you. Now, when you talk about cancer, what people don't, it almost sounds like an oxymoron, childhood cancer. So it doesn't quite fit. When we hear of cancers, we hear of it at, advanced ages. So over 40, over 50. Yes, we know that younger people are getting it. But when you talk about childhood, how would you describe, what's the age range for childhood cancer and how prevalent is it in our society?
Once again, that's an excellent question. You see, the cancers that occur in children are different from the cancers that occur in adults. So in adults, you have cancers that have happened because of what you call insults, injury, environmental exposure, damage that has happened over years. That's not how it works in children. The way I explain it to my patients in clinic is that if you have an assembly line producing sliced bread, at some point one slice is going to be abnormal. It's not going to come out at the perfect size, weight,